Are you an emotional eater? Do you find yourself reaching for your favorite comfort foods when life starts feeling a little bit out of control? My name is Nault. I'm a nutritional therapist, and I've helped thousands of people lose weight by eating more and exercising less. Welcome to my channel. This is where I challenge mainstream diet culture and dive deep into why your traditional dieting attempts have failed you over and over and over again, and how understanding the root cause of body fat storage is what will finally get you the results that you're after. Today, we're tackling a huge challenge that a lot of people face: emotional eating. It's not just about willpower, it's about understanding the deeper emotional triggers that drive your behavior. Many of you have shared how stress, sadness, or even boredom pushes you to reach for these comfort foods. It's a super common scenario, and it's often followed up by feelings of guilt. But why does this happen? Let's get into emotional eating and how you can change the way you relate to food. Imagine a typical day. It's stressful and things aren't necessarily going your way. Now, picture yourself reaching for that chocolate or bag of chips. Probably sounds familiar, right? It may surprise you when I say this is not about hunger. It's just about comfort. The first step to changing this pattern is recognizing that it's an emotional response, not a dietary failure. Emotional eating is often a learned response, meaning it's been programmed into you from the time you were a kid. You were actually taught to behave this way. Since childhood, we're all taught that food can be a reward or a way to soothe pain or quote unquote bad feelings. And the foods being used as a reward or to soothe pain are almost exclusively ultra processed junk foods. Think about it. Do you remember being given a treat for good behavior as a child? That conditioning follows us into adulthood. You learn that giving treats is a way of expressing love. In fact, even the origin of the word dessert literally means deserve it, as in you deserve the food you're about to eat. So here's what happens. You have a rough day, and the evening rolls around and you convince yourself to eat some particular food by saying, well, it was a rough day, I really deserve this. You have that thought just before you eat the pint of ice cream or drink the bottle of wine or eat a sleeve of Oreo cookies. But you're actually eating in an attempt to meet an unmet emotional need. You are quite literally trying to give yourself love, but you didn't learn how to give yourself emotional support as a child. You only learned how to give yourself treats. And initially, the moment you eat the junk food, it feels good, right? But then the shame and guilt sets in. You're mad at yourself for cheating on your diet and coming up with all sorts of negative self-talk in your head. And that shame and guilt leads to even more emotional distress. And soon you're back to eating to cope. It's a vicious cycle, but understanding why this happens can help you finally start breaking it. And breaking the cycle begins with awareness. So each time you reach for food, ask yourself, am I actually hungry? Or is this emotional? Sometimes just pausing to take a breath and acknowledge what's happening can be incredibly powerful. Changing deep-seated habits isn't easy, but it is possible. Start by creating new, healthier responses to stress. The biological side of this is also important to understand. Eating food, especially sugar, does actually decrease stress levels in the body. That's why it feels so good to eat junk food after a hard day. But if you can get yourself to reach for nutrient-dense whole foods instead, your body will get the energy and stress relief it's craving without the downside of toxic ingredients. And I'm not saying you don't have to have sugar. I'm saying just change where that sugar comes from. Eat organic fruit, eat raw honey, grab some organic orange juice or coconut water. You can still get the sweet sensation and the stress relief, but you can get it without poisoning yourself, without all of the other toxic ingredients found in ultra-processed junk foods, like seed oils, artificial colorings and dyes, preservatives, pesticides, and more. Then there is the somatic side of things. If you've never heard that word before, somatic just means of the body. You can actually move your body to decrease stress levels. Instead of eating, how about going for a walk? Maybe try some deep breathing exercises with an app like Othership or Calm. Maybe you need to call a friend just to ask them if they can chat with you for a little while. Maybe you need to turn on one of your favorite songs and dance around the kitchen. Maybe you need to scream into a pillow and let yourself cry for a little while. These are all extremely cathartic options that will significantly decrease emotional and psychological stress. Another effective strategy is practicing mindful eating. This means eating without distractions and really paying attention to how you eat. So many of us eat food and snacks in front of the TV, the computer, or our phones. This is a truly awful idea. And believe it or not, the artificial blue light coming from electronic devices can even spike your blood sugar. Mindful eating is about experiencing your food more fully, enjoying each bite, and stopping when you're full. If this all sounds like a lot of change, remember that you don't have to do this alone. Building a support system can be a game changer, whether it's friends, family, or a community, like our private Facebook group. Having people to share your journey with makes a huge difference. I'll share a link to that group in this video description. And if this truly feels like a significant uphill battle, don't be afraid to seek professional help. A therapist or a nutritional therapist like myself can provide tools and insights that can help you make progress faster. Ultimately, overcoming emotional eating is about more than just changing what you eat. It's about understanding and managing your emotions in a healthier way. This is not just about improving your relationship with food, but enhancing your overall quality of life. So, are you ready to take back control from emotional eating? To start living a healthier, happier life? Check out the links in this video description to join our community and start your transformation today. You can also book a free call with my team for help strategizing a path forward. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, share your journey in the comments, and let's tackle this thing together. Thanks for watching, and remember, every step you take is a step towards a better you. I'll see you in the next video.